Hello and welcome to the 6th speed build video for the collaborative build series that KleinNF and I are doing on the TOG Twitch channel. In this video you will get to see the speed build of the sewer system that I built during a live stream, and then get a little show and tell for all the zones that were built during this stream. If you have Talespire and want to join and help Klein and I build out more of the zones, hop on over to the Totally Online Gaming Group Discord channel using the link below in the comments, and watch for announcements on when our next collaborative build stream will be, and for details on how you can join in. Then you'll be able to hop on in and help us create this town and make it something super unique and special. Alright, I've talked long enough, so here's the speed build. I hope you enjoy. Klein, you said you finished up that noble house. So let's take a look at it here. So
Mostly just populating.
Okay. And it does look like you added a little more to kind of the fenced in next to the wall area. All right, so let's start from the bottom again, like we did last time. So kind of cut this all the way down into the basement area. All right, and gotta get it closer so we can actually see. All right, so what he's done down here is he's got this bottom floor, which in here, let me get this out. So down in here, he's got, looks like 6 different bedrooms, the servants' quarters, where they've got, you know, some of their own tables and stuff for them to eat, for, you know, them to store stuff, you know, on the walls. They've got shelves, and then their own bedrooms, you know, for either, you know, maybe some couples or, you know, or just, you know, single here or there, but servants' quarters. And then they've got a stairs going up, and as that stairs goes up, it comes into the main floor, which this main floor, you'll see on here, he's got a main entryway that opens up into kind of a foyer, you know, entry hall. And then when you come through there, you've got this nice huge dining facility over here, you know, dining room, have fancy guests. You've got this formal library and study area over here. And then you also have these stairs, one set going down to the servants' quarters, and then another going up to the next floor. Okay, now on this floor, there are 2 very large bedrooms, obviously for members of the house, you know, actual nobles themselves. And on this floor, they've got this really nice balcony right out here that they can access through these double doors, come out and spend time on the balcony. And they've got a good overview of the city park here, so that's really, you know, kind of nice prime real estate there. And then going up another level, now he's got more bedrooms. Okay, also decent size, not as large as on the one on that previous floor necessarily, but still very nice opulent bedrooms, leading us up to yet one more floor up here, which this is obviously like the master suite, because up here it is the entire floor. It's got like its own dining table up here. You know, maybe this is, you know, very special guests that the lady and lord of the manor bring up to here to have, you know, meetings or whatever, maybe part of their business and stuff like that. So they have that, and then they have this ginormous bed. Unfortunately, there is only single beds right now. Oh, that is something for you guys watching too that you'll be interested to know of. People have requested it time and again, and I think that the developers are planning on doing sizing for certain things like props, and even potentially for like the miniatures, so you can, you know, scale them to make them bigger. Hey, thanks for the follow, Vorel, appreciate it. But yeah, I think they're going to do sizing. Like you can scale them, like, you know, drag them bigger or smaller. So then you could, you know, perhaps create an actual large bed that looks like one as opposed to 4 singles slapped together.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Yep. Well, that, and you'll also be able to then go over and, oh, wrong one. Go over and say, hey, you know what? They gave you this young dragon here. So it's kind of small.
Bigger.
Yeah, I want a bigger dragon. So, you know, you'd be able to do that. But then he actually has made this a canopy bed too. As you can see, he's got this canopy going around. And then it goes up to the roof level. And that's pretty much it for the main house. But then if you look in this kind of backyard area, he's got this whole section. It's gated off. And so he's got this fence built with the kind of the tavern wooden post. Excuse me. Who doesn't want a bigger dragon? I agree. Yeah.
Players, but what do they care?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might, if they're ambitious, bigger dragon, potentially bigger horde, right? So he's got this fence he's made with tavern posts, portcullises, and metal gate, and it just looks really nice. And then the stone wall, and then that goes into kind of here is supposed to be like a guard quarter / guard shack. Same thing on the other side here. So he's got, again, another fence. So this way they can keep the unwanted riffraff from coming into their private backyard. It looks like they have their own little private stable, as well as a private sitting area. And kind of go up a little bit, you can see it's a covered area right back there with the table. So kind of a nice little backyard area that the family can go and spend some time outdoors privately and not have to deal with the public. God forbid.
Commoners.
Yes, all these commoners. But there is also this back door entrance here, so that the servants don't even, because you don't want the servants coming in the front door, do you? So they can kind of come.
What would the world come to if the servants went in the front door?
I don't know. It'd be chaos, mass hysteria, cats and dogs living together.
Get that reference.
Yes. But yeah, here. I mean, they can come right through the back gate here. The guards are like, hey, Ethel, hey, Steve, whatever, and then they can come in and out as they please through the back entrance. So that's that one. Right here, we have a stables. Okay, we have basically completely opposite corners of the town are stables. We have like the better equipped, the fancy stables that Klein built last stream, and then this stream he built kind of the more commoner stables for because other people still gotta get horses, stable their horses. They don't necessarily have room at their own place, and they've got to have a place to put the horses. So here it is. Plus, guards. Guards are potentially going to have a lot of horses for if they got to go on patrols outside and around the city, around the edges. So there's got to be some horse stabling for guards. So potentially that would be more in this area as well. So let's zoom in a little bit and start cutting this away. I gotta be zoomed in more, apparently. There we go. Now I'm starting to cut away. Okay, so as you can see here, when we come in, move right, there we go. As we move in, it's got, looks like a little donkey right out front there. The KleinNF donkey. And then you have your nice little main office where this is where, people are gonna say, hey, I need to stable my horse, and pay their bill for it and whatever. And then as you come through, you've got two sets of double doors to get into different areas of the stables, so you don't have to go all the way around one to get to these over here on this side. You can go through this door to get here and this door. But then I've got all these individual stables that he's made. I've got a bunch of hay and bays and some fresh cheese there, just because sometimes they want cheese.
All of my builds have included cheese at some point. Only one piece of cheese, but all of my builds have done it.
Nice. Nice. And then, it's just kind of a nice little fence around the entire structure. Simple, but perfect for, commoner needs for stables. This is exactly what they needed. Alright, so let's take a look at this. We've got a well set up right in the front. I really like that well idea. That works out very well. Ba-dum-ching, yes. But no, I mean, that looks really nice. I like how you got it set up. So you got the torture wheel, a cauldron, a couple roof pieces from the tavern, a floor piece, and then the T-posts from the tavern as well. And then what's underneath that to get that square?
Which one?
Under the well. What is that piece that's underneath?
That is a minecart.
A minecart. Ooh, that's a good idea. That works. Ooh, I just had a thought. If you were able to build up a wall a little closer around that, and maybe a little higher, you could perhaps get rid of that foam there, put grass in the other places, and then use the blue bed to try to simulate water. But you need some stone around the edges to hide the headboard and footboard.
I mean, if you want to do that, go for it.
I'm not really up for that right now. I'm just an idea.
Yeah. One of those things where it's like, that sounds like a great idea.
Not gonna do it right now. All right, so let's see what else we got here. So it looks like he's just got a whole bunch of wood now stacked out front, and some tables that I assume are mimicking sawmills, or is this like a?
I have the idea.
Okay.
They didn't really know what else to put in that area. They didn't want to do a picnic bench, so it's like, this guy chops down wood. Sure, hey, he's a lumberjack.
Sounds good. All right, so now let's look at the
idea.
Let's look at the houses he threw in here. So we're gonna go top down here, start stripping away the top layer. It looks like we've got, you know, in this house right here on the front left, got 2 bedrooms upstairs. So a master bedroom, another bedroom, and then a stairs. And again, these are kind of like the middle class homes, so they're not as decked out as the noble houses. This one here, entire upper floor is a master bedroom, but again, it's just very, you know, very simple middle class home. And then let's see this one over here. Cut this one just a little more. There we go, so you can see a little bit better. So it looks like this up here is okay. So that is a 1-story right there. So this is 1 story for this home, and it is basically just a kind of a 1-bed, you know, 1-room apartment where they've got a multi-purpose kitchen, dining, living area, and then this small bedroom in the back. Now the first floor of this house is their idea of, you know, their living space for, you know, a fireplace, you know, slash kitchen area, etc. And then the lumberjack guy, well, he's got his business working out of his house, so he actually has a counter, you know, so he can conduct business, working, you know, hey, selling some of my lumber, you know, come inside, let me get my paperwork going. Okay. And then his living space, you know, combination kitchen, dining room, etc. And then with the bedroom upstairs. So, and very nice. And I kind of like how it got the rocks and trees to give a little more separation between the structures in the middle here. So, very nice. Just to give a real quick look, I'm gonna come down, cut away all of this, zoom out, just so you can see. Basically, I put a very simple sewer system in here. Okay, it's basically just, you know, walls and pathways. But the nice thing about this, and I think it's kind of good that we don't populate it a ton. I do want to later, I think on the next stream, I'll spend some time going with the other 2 ideas. We did a creature lair, so now let's do, what was it, like a cults lair, I think someone mentioned. And then Genshin had mentioned a slums kind of, you know, living area for homeless people. We'll throw both of those things in. But I think for right now, you know, it's just kind of a sewer system, and then with a creature's lair down over here in the southwest quadrant, as a creature has taken over this abandoned area and made it into its lair. And it just kind of, you know, wanders in here, and any fool that wanders in, well, gets absorbed by this green slime and dissolved. So let's look now. He's doing some final touches here, it looks like, Cedric is. So I am going to now go and show off what you have been working on So, too late! It's happening! Alright, so now let's see. I gotta get the cutaway height at the right spot. So let's start off stripping off some of this roof layer stuff. And what we can see in here, it looks like there may, in fact, be someone still living here. There may not. But there are 3 beds in this room up here. And there seems
I've just made a discovery.
Oh, really?
The box you can fabricate is just barely able to grab an entire quarter map.
Really? So the max size box. Well,
a little bit under. Because here, I'll just go to the.
Here's a problem. Yeah, well, here's a problem with it too, though. Max size box doesn't mean that it's small enough to drop as a slab.
That's true.
Because I have done that before. I grabbed an entire structure in one box, and I was like, awesome. And I went to go drop it, and it said, nope, you cannot copy this. It is too freaking big.
I think that's what it just did to me.
Yep, that's exactly why you got booted.
Womp.
Yeah, oh well. So it will be in pieces.
Yeah.
But anyway, up in here, he's got, could just make the joke that he only sells logs by blammo! Nice. Okay. So up here he's got, there's some beds up here. There is a brazier lit. So maybe someone is still living here. Who knows?
Dun, dun.
But out of that bedroom, they have access to looks like this kind of landing area that has stairs going down, as well as to another room that leads to stairs going up onto the roof. Additionally, there is an archway on the landing area over here that leads out onto kind of like a roof balcony that has this dead tree. Who knows how long it's been dead? But it's very large, so it must have lived for a long time before finally succumbing to old age or whatever that killed it.
I feel like the Addams family lives here.
It could be. It could be. Maybe that's why there's still a brazier lit, because maybe they're the ones living in there. I could see Gomez and Morticia into this. Yeah. And they got some benches out here, and it looks like they got a pet green slime. So awesome. And let's cut away a little more and see what other surprises await us on the next floor down. So on this next floor down, as I come down into this level, it looks like maybe kind of a study, or it could be just like a meeting or dining area. I'm not exactly sure what he's going for, but it's definitely like an area people can come to and be comfortable. There's a couple tables in there, plenty of chairs. Looks like there's some people in there, or some things in there, zombies actually. Ghouls of gluttony, and a ghost of ambition is somewhere down there. But then there's, weapon racks and stuff like that, decoration. General dining area and study. Okay. And then a small bedroom. So we got that small bedroom back here, kind of the, study area. And then looks like back here, let me take this down so I can actually see this a little better. So this, I'm guessing, is maybe kind of like a storage closet, or supposedly a washroom for this bedroom. But then they've got the stairs that go downstairs. So once again, we cut away. But we can also see that this, and this upper area right here, notice that this is not a complete wall. So this is kind of like a balcony that looks down into this nice big open, vaulted ceiling from that lower level. But then that all comes down. Yeah, water closet. Okay, yep. So that's their privy. But that comes down the steps down here into what looks like a storage area where they've got all sorts of barrels, chests, things like that to store their stuff, some pillars for support. There is a hatch, we'll explore that in a little bit. And then what looks like kind of maybe a main dining hall or meeting hall or even library with all the books. And then a main entry room that includes a war table, some nice ambiance and lighting, some additional are those weapon racks and stuff. And then out into the courtyard, they've got this gold fountain. And there's a Spectre of Avarice, and you got your Ghost of Ambition in the background. They've got this golden fountain. Something strange going on in the neighborhood. I think that's the second Ghostbusters reference in one day. So, alright, so that's that area. And now let's see what this little hatch is all about. They got this...
Cedric, I know it's supposed to be haunted, but when I use this map in my game, I'm sorry, but I'm going Addams Family all the way.
To the connect to the sewers, it doesn't actually have anything done for it yet. Okay.
Okay, everyone. That's the 6th speed build video for Klein and I's collaborative build stream. If you liked this video and what we're doing here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Later, everyone.